What's good, people? Let's do some backtesting. And so we finished this London Silver Bullet on EU and GU. So I'm going to do backtesting some ICT, and our entry model will be just look for a POI, version of a POI, then we find a sweep. After the sweep, maybe we enter on after a shift, and then we enter on a breaker or an order block. So we are going to learn how this model works and apply it. Okay, good. So we're in CAD JPY. Let's look on Euro JPY. By the way, how does EU behave in the silver bullets? Let me see a small outlook on this. Okay. Okay, crazy one. Anyways, let's go to the daily. First, determine our bias and how the market's going. So first of all, you can see that we're bullish. We have buy side right here. We fail to break above this high, which means we have two levels of buy side. This is the most, this is a really strong one. We failed to break it, but this is also a good place of buy side liquidity. So buy side right there. And when you look at the weekly, how does this look? I think it was a weekly high, yeah. And then we have some lows right there, small fair value gap which we tapped into right here. You can see that we've already tapped into it there. So this daily FVG serves as a confluence to make us push even higher. Daily FVG, and then we go to the 4-hour time frame. From the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we were in a downtrend. If we take out this high, then that means that we've already shifted structure. It's currently in the morning. Let's see how market reacts. So this is the 4-hour, and let's look. What will provide us with an entry is when we see like a kind of shift or reaction. So 2-hour, how does the 2-hour look like? 2-hour created an inversion right here. We tested it and then pushed higher. The 1-hour, nothing big, just a fair value gap reaction, and you can see that we are pushing higher and higher. So actually here you could get your first entry off of this order block in the morning, since it's already like London session right here. This will be your first entry, and I think you will trade something like a continuation. We have equal highs, and then have maybe see how it reacts. So stop loss right there. The target will be first these equal highs, they have to be taken out, this level of liquidity right there, and most likely that high. So let's target this will be right there with 1 to 2.5. But taking an entry on the 1H, let's go further on the 30-minute. I like to take my entries on lower time frames, such as like 15 or 5. I don't like the higher time frames so much. Anyway, so EJ is showing this, and you can further classify this order block and see that we also tapped into a fair value gap. And how does the 15-minute look like? 15-minute is showing took out these lows. Maybe let's wait for a shift on this move, but I don't think that's necessary. You can just enter like this and have our target set for the day. Okay, so let's enter there. Wait, what was the risk? Was it 1% or half? Don't tell me it took 3%. I didn't see it. Save. Now let's see. So it first dropped further into the fair value, into the order block. Wait, so were these news or what? 8:30 opening, Friday 2nd June, NFP. Yeah, this was an NFP day. Now look at all this time we'll be waiting for this entry to play out. Holding your trades off the weekend is risky because market might open dropping or fly. So we move our stops to break even. Okay, well, we didn't take out this high, neither did we take out this. So I don't really have a good feeling about waiting this long for trades to play out. Don't know why I really don't like that. So TP wasn't hit. Anyways, that was a really big risk. Let's go back to the high time frame. Now what I want to see is a reaction off of a POI. I need to see a sweep, a shift in structure, then a retest of a fair value gap, a retracement of fair value gap. For 4 hour looks like we are dropping right here. Took out this high, we swept it off, then the 1 hour shifted obviously, maybe, and here's the retracement of the fair value gap, which means there would have been a great entry. Okay, good order block right there. Good order block. We take out this high, then we drop, create a small fair value gap, we retest it, and we drop and take out this low. Anyways, I think I'll be doing the NAS. I don't think EJ is not working with me. Where is it? Can I like edit and add more assets? Yeah, I think I'll add assets. Backtesting. Higher TFs. Well, that's the 5 mem and 5 and 15. And we'll do 100k assets NAS, S and P, EU, GU, and I think there's another asset I'd like to add, WTI. Wait, is it called last pair is GBP JPY. Good. So I've created this to see like the models I'd like to learn more. So might probably be the what? Most likely it will be the kill zones, yeah, so I can see the Judas swings and stuff. So I'll be backtesting 2 years, June to here, and yeah, I think this is it. I think it allows 6 assets. Okay. So GPY is looking like this. And daily, how does the daily look like? Daily looks like we are bullish. From us, we had a small day drop which had a down close candle, then we started pushing higher. Next draw on liquidity is obviously this high. On the week, on the daily, yeah, this is the previous good draw on liquidity weekly. We can see that we are on the top most. So let's first mark out the next draw on liquidity, which is this obviously. Then we go to the 4-hour. You can see that if we get an entry to push us right there up, we can catch it, or we can also enter off of the 4-hour time frame. It will depend. So this will be the BSL. Good. Then need to go to 2-hour to see some KPIs. We have this big order block which was formed as a reaction from these small down close candles, but this price action was messy. Baked. Yeah, what does the 1 hour look like? So we drop down, took out these lows, and yeah, took out these lows, pushed higher, cleared a fair value gap, so we might be respecting it and probably about to push higher and take out this high. Okay, going on the lower time frame, we can see that we have small OP right here. Push, drop into it, then might be ready to push higher. Let's see. So it consolidates. But what sessions is the GG active? London and Asian, and Asian has just started. It starts in the morning, I guess, like at 2. So at 2, and this time it would be 14 minus 6, which is 8 their time. So somewhere right here, Asian station starts. Okay, so you can see that we had a small low right here. I took out the low. You can see how the candles were closing. They didn't want to close outside of below this low, and we shifted in structure by closing above the low, and we created a small down close candle, this order block, and this would be a confidence that we're about to push higher. So I think here I will take this trade, and maybe it would look more clear on the 5-minute time frame, even though this thing is not moving clean. But we took out this low on the TF. Yeah, then we shifted structure right here. then we are retracing to an order block. So I think I will take along to take out that liquidity, and good thing is we're about to start London session, so the volatility will also come in. So stop loss a few pips below this OB, and we target right there. So I risk 1%, sorry 2%. Yeah, we were stopped out, unfortunately, but I can say that this was a bad trade, not at all. So let's see if we take out that level, because I think we will. So now see another small entry. Let's see the drawn liquidity right here. So after this trade failing out, you can see that we're trying to form some kind of market maker sell model. So from here up to here, like we're pushing below. So let's see. First off, we took out this high right there. So let's remove this, and this will be our sweep, and this will be our shift candle closed below the low. Shifting structure. Then we have a retracement to a fair value gap. And let's see how this candle closes. Yeah, don't enter. You usually should wait for how the candle closes, but we can see that we have also another fair value gap created there. Let's see if it respects it. So we haven't dropped yet. We have another block right there. See, we're resisting against it. Yo, NFP. Yeah. Anyways, let me go to GU. See how it was behaving by the times. Oil, how does it look? How did the oil chart look? Crude oil. Nice one. And what hours is the crude oil active? Let's GPT. What hours sessions is the WTI active? Crude oil futures are active, traded on CME and ICE. Okay. CLME, CME. Okay. And where is it more active? When is it volatile? New York session. It's most active during New York session. Okay. Good. Now let's see if we can try and trade it. So first, look on the daily. We have a crazy chart where we were dropping right here. So daily fair value gap has been filled. And how does the weekly this week is about to push a bit high, and now let's go to the 4 hour. So first off, 4 hour, you can see that we have a good order block right here. So let's see if market respects it and drops. We can find an entry to the downside. So we're currently at 6. Let's wait for NY session. Okay, now this is it. So NY session starts there. And I'll go to the 1 hour. You can see that we have this small OP in the 1 hour. Does it get respected though? That's what we're about to find out. 15-minute. Okay, 5-minute. I keep dropping because I want to, catch the trade on the lower time frame. Good. So I think there's the one right there. So all of a sudden, from 10, let's see what happened at 10. We took out this high, and we dropped massively. And did the 1 minute provide any opportunity? Yeah. Entering on this retracement of fair value gap, considering we took out this high. Next day open, I think I'll put it at 10, at 8:30. Okay, good. So, well, I think this thing is not that clean. Let's see how the New York Silver Bullet behaves here. Okay, oh god. Crazy. 1, 2. Okay, here you take a sell because you have a BOS. Most craziest thing that would happen is if this trade hit TP. Stopped out. Even a full 2 hour wasn't provided. Yay. What a disappointment. But how does the 10 play it? Let us see. So by 10 we push high, create a very big fair value gap, retrace a small portion into it, and then we fly. Man, New York silver bullet is really, really simple. 2, 3. Okay, let's see now. One, 2, 3. Okay, play this. Daydream. Great, we have a shift. Now let's wait for the gap. Let's wait for the gap, for the gap, for the gap. Daydream. I don't know. How does it look like on the 2 minute? On the 2 minutes, 10 starts there. Shift, inversion, fair value gap. First fair value gap. This is what I hate about these 2 minute time frames. Look at this fake out. Like fair value gap starts getting respected, but then boom. It's really not my thing. 1, 2. Okay, so first we shift structure. Let's explore pairs. Are really active then. How did this come? Okay, good. So what does the high time frame look like? We're accumulating a bit for our it's bearish a bit, and go to 5 minute time frame and see if we can get some entries there. Okay, good drop. 1 minute change in structure, and we have a fair value gap retest right there. Took out this small high, and I think this is a good sign to drop maybe up to these lows. Let's see if you can take risk here. Stop loss right there. Take profit next. This will be the next sell side. Next large sell side. Sorry. So you can target there, and you can also target this one. Last day's low. Yeah. Previous day low is right there at 2.28. Anyways, risk this. Let's wait and see. Cool fake out, brother. Cool fake out. So by 8:30 you can see that we first drop. This is at 9:30. So we watch price action and see what happens. So see this fair value gap respected, but we've already shifted the structure. Let's see if we get a retest. Okay, now we get a small OB retest. This one will be how this 5 minute look like. Okay, now this is an odd block retest. Don't see that after it fly. Another odd block retest, but on that. So how much does this offer when we retest here? Stop loss is right there. Entry somewhere there. And let's say target the 1 to 2. Get it fully delivered. There. Oh god. Anyways, let's just observe price in the kill zones. So reminder, kill zones. So the near kill zones from 12. Wait a minute. Is this a near kill zone? This is in GMT. Dude, I need them in EST. Give me the kill zones in EST. So Asian session kill zone is between 6 and 10. 7 and 10. This is the kill zone that I want. This one. And the equities kill zone is between 10 and 11. Again, between 7 and 10. Silver bullet and continuation setups. Ideal. So London kill zone between 2 and 5. It's for Judas swing. Let's see the new kill zone. Good. So between 7 and 10. Let's go to. Let's customize and make the next day 7 or 7. Yeah. Even though it's not actually 7, we just want to see what happens in the next day open. Good. 7 right here. When we play it, first we can see a good fair value gap offered there. Does it get respected though? Doesn't look like it, but we're dropping. So we have some relatively equal lows. Okay, we take out the highs and now we drop at 8, so it's before 10. And here I think I can short, but what if we get a retracement to some like some kind of POI, don't we? Okay, now that is it. The sweep, the shift, and then the entry in the kill zone, right like this. So we have the sweep, we've shifted structure here. When this candle closes below the recent low, and then we retrace into a fair value gap. So my entry right there, stop loss there, 5 pips above the first candle of the fair value gap. I target a 1 to 2, and let's risk. I'm risking 2% on any trade. I'm just figuring out what I'm going to backtest next. we've been fooled. We've been fooled for real. So between 7, 8, sorry. So how does the 5-minute look like? So I thought this like was, we took out all the highs. Okay, kill zones, okay. Let's go to the next kill zone again. So next kill zone is right here. And let's first look at the bias. I first had to see what the bias is. So on the daily time frame, you can see that we're pushing crazy high. I think we're at the all-time high. And the 2 hour, you can see like let's see some kinds of some POIs. We have a good L block right there. If we were to drop, we can drop to a good POI somewhere here. And you can see that we're about to make, this was a corrective move and we're about to make an impulsive move to the upside. So let's wait and see what the market is to deliver. So back to the 15-minute time frame. Let's see what happens. So first we create a BOS right here, and the fair value gap, we test the gap. It's actually at 8, and I think this would serve as a great entry as a reaction to this fair value gap. And you can see this good order block reaction, and it flies. Oh, what's this? Was it some news? Let's see, what's this? What time was this? It was at 10. So what would be this? The equity is open. The kill zones are really crazy. Okay, let's go to the next kill zone. Okay, so how do the charts look like? Looks like we're dropping from yesterday, and going back to our high tension, such as the 2 hour, we can see that we have a good POI right here, which means we are targeting to get to this POI before we push high again. Good. So we've got this OB, and as we wait, we will be looking for a sell to the downside. Great. Let's look for a sell to the downside. So we can see a BOS right there. What does the 15-minute look like? So shifted structure, we have a small up close candle right there. Does it get respected? No, it doesn't, but we have a good OB right there, so if we retest it, I'm entering off of it. It's this one. Let me actually put a drawing. It's this one right here, so I think my sell will be from this point up to down this point, but it's already, what time is it? I think the kill zone spans from 7 to 10 right there. So what happens every time at these times? In this session we didn't do much, just pushed higher, then dropped, but by the looks I think here we're about to drop. Let's see. Okay, we tap into the order block. I have a reaction from the one that I was seeing here, which means you wouldn't have been stopped out. Entry on the OB, stop loss few pips above, target exactly there, which is a 3, and it would happen on Tuesday. So the trade would run overnight on NAS 100, which is 17 hours. Okay, let's go to the next big thing. And how does GBP USD behave in the kill zones? I don't know, I wish we could add some scripts here. I just want to mark the kill zones and see what happens in the kill zones. So first we've got 7, it's from 7 to when? 7 to 10 right here. So what happens here? Let's see, I think I'll be using the 5-minute time frame, and let's play this and see. Maybe we'd see some kind of pattern to trade these kill zones. This kill zone, I mean. So we can see that in the kill zone we drop, just a normal dropping. Okay, I think I'll learn more about it, and I'll keep backtesting some more models. So I think that's already enough for today. See you in the next one.